So it's time to go home from my work city to my hometown for the Chinese New Year holiday, from Guangdong province to Sichuan province, the home of panda. Let's go! Bring this little cute with me. I'm just arriving at Shenzhen airport. This airport gets me every time because of this weird, disgusting wholesaling. I have trypophobia. Why they made it like this? My god. Look at this. Ugh. It's better to leave this place quickly. But there's nowhere to escape. It's all like this. Ugh. We are waiting for the train to the next area for my plane. Despite it's already during the Spring Festive travel rush, it seems there aren't many people here. This area looks better, but just like other airports, nothing really special here. It's always fun for me to travel from a megacity all along to the rural area of this country. But to be honest, the differences between these cities are lesser and lesser. I have made a video about my poor childhood experiences. Someone didn't believe it, so this time I will take you to the countryside in the mountains where my family originally came from, show you how real life is there. Despite we don't live there anymore. And I will show you how normal Chinese people celebrate Chinese New Year too. If you're interested, please stick to the video. By the way, I've got used to wearing a mask whenever I go out, especially on public transport or in crowded places. We still need to take care of our health, plus it can hide my ugly face. Yeah, just a regular, normal airport. Nothing really special here. I should hurry up and find my gate. Where is my gate? Where is my gate? This toilet is interesting. It shows the number of available stalls, the weather, and air quality. By the way, hot water and toilets are the most basic supply here, so don't worry about the water and toilets. You can find them everywhere in the traffic stations. Finally, I have boarded the flight. I purchased the Tibet Airlines ticket, so the safety demonstration videos and advertisements on the plane are trilingual, including Chinese, English, and Tibetan. I can't read them at all, but I think it's really interesting. Yeah. 西藏Chengdu 欢迎你。After 2.5-hour flight, I finally arrived at Chengdu. We had a panda here welcoming us to Chengdu. Chengdu 欢迎您. I will stay here for one night with my friends. I love her car. Look at this. Really fancy. I want this car, but I don't have money. My friend bought some drinks and take out grilled fish. We have been friends since school, and this year marks 20 years of knowing each other. It's really amazing. Do you have any friends you stayed in touch with for over 10 or 20 years?
这什么？海椒啊
？Looks beautiful. I didn't stay long in Chengdu, just met up with some friends briefly before heading off on the next part of my trip back home. This time we're taking the bullet train to a smaller city, which is my hometown. My mom and a lot of relatives still live there. The bullet train line just opened last year, and now it only takes half an hour to get home. Compared to over 2 hours on bus before, it's so much more convenient now. Sichuan is much colder than Guangdong, so I had to put on my bunny pajamas. I didn't have any other thick clothes, so I had to bring my pajamas. They are super cute, so it's all good. Here we are at Chengdu East Station, a large and comprehensive railway station. We're going to take a high-speed train from here back to my hometown, a small country town. The number of people is increasing, and it's starting to feel a bit like the Spring Festive travel rush. I think this isn't the peak period yet, because the actual Spring Festive holiday is 2 days away. By then, it will probably be even more crowded. Actually, this is my first time here too. I used to take a bus when I went home. I can count how many times I've taken the train on one hand, but now with high-speed trains, it's so much faster than taking a car. This station looks more like an airport. It's so big. I really need to find my boarding gates properly. Look at this. So many people here. I look like an old grandma going back to her parents' house. Oh my god. I feel like I've gotten lost. There are so many people here. The upper floor has lots of shops where you can grab something to eat. But my train is in 10 minutes, so I don't have time to explore here. Look at these people. People mountain, people sea. I finally found my boarding gate. Look, they even have signs for hot water and a restroom here. There are so many people lining up here, but it's very orderly. Everyone is quietly waiting, and the process of entering the station is going smoothly. People are calmly find their spots. It reminds me of the days before high-speed trains. I once took a train to Xi'an from Chengdu, and I got squeezed so much I couldn't even find my seat. Back then, the journey from Chengdu to Xi'an took 15 hours. It was like a nightmare. I haven't taken the train since, but now it only takes 3 or 4 hours, which feels like flying. It's such an incredible improvement. The rural scenery of China is starting to appear outside the window, and I'm getting closer to home. It's such a strange feeling traveling from the developed coastal cities, with planes and trains taking me deeper into the heart of China. It's a completely different experience from international travel or city tourism. My hometown, Weiyuan, is located in a low mountain and hilly area, not like the flat plains with vast views. Compared to those, I always feel like everything at home is so close. We have arrived. This is a station that was recently completed and put into use. Many elderly people here, including my grandmother, have never traveled far. My mom said that after the high-speed rail came to our small county, a lot of people brought their elders here to experience it. Yeah, it's really interesting. This is also my first time here, and I haven't been back for a long time too. And whenever I get the chance, I always choose to see the outside world. I really don't know how much about how my hometown has changed. Everything looks so new. And this is the departure hall, which also serves as the waiting area, and it looks pretty spacious. Yeah, restroom and drink water area. And of course, there are also portable chargers. My glasses are completely fogged up. Anyway, this is the last part of the trip home, taking a ride from the train station to my neighborhood. I'm so excited. Look at my glass. Better to take it off. Getting closer to home. I've never seen this clean road before. It must have been newly built for the high-speed railway station. So this is my neighborhood, but since this house is newly bought, I don't even know where it is. I'm waiting for my mom to come pick me up. Does this make me seem like a total stranger? Do you like the environment here? It's winter now, so it's pretty cold and it feels a bit gloomy. Now we're going to walk around the streets and buy some warm clothes. I hardly even need thick clothes in Guangdong, so I didn't prepare anything. And the streets are already decorated with lights and ready for the new year. It's really lively. There are not only shops here, but also many street vendors selling all kinds of things. This used to be the center of the small county town. During holidays, it would be packed with people, but with the city's expansion and the construction of new, better commercial areas, there aren't as many people here anymore. However, this place holds so many memories from my school days.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
This is my mom, my sister, and my sister's son. We are walking on the streets. Here's a little store in the old park, selling things like spring festive couplets, red packet, lanterns, and the decorations. I'm gonna get some red packets to give to my nephew. Yeah, this one is okay. I'll put lucky money inside and give it to my nephew and niece. If I had kids, I'd also give it to them. We call it 压岁钱, which symbolizes wishing the children a happy and healthy growth, freed from illness. Yeah.
Later.
Next, we're heading to an even smaller town. I spent my childhood there, and it's also the main setting for my video about my experience with poverty. Now, almost all the roads here are paved with cement, so we don't have to take the muddy, rocky roads like we did when I was a child. On the way, we found a small village temple. When I was a kid, I used to come here with my grandmother to pay our respect. It's changed so much, it doesn't look anything like I remember. There's even a new car guard, a deity that protects drivers for safe travels. Let me go pray for that one. This temple even supports QR code donation now. It's really keeping up with the times. This little temple is said to have been around for over 1,000 years, and for centuries it's been protecting the peace and safety of this small village. Now we've arrived at the main street of this small town, and this is the street where I used to run around every day back then. It doesn't seem like much has changed, except the roads are better, the buildings are aged, and there's no one I know here anymore. Back then, my dad ran an electronic sales and repair business here, and everyone on the street know each other. Honestly, it felt like a bit of pressure for me. Now I live in a place where no one knows each other and hardly spend any time socializing. While it gives me more time to be alone, the connections between people have gradually faded. This is the street where our old house used to be. My earliest memories basically start from here. Yeah, it's this small, almost falling down house. You can tell no one has lived here for a long time. At first, the floor was uneven and made of dirt. I still remember the feeling of trying to sweep up the trash with a broom, though I can't even remember how long ago that was. Now it looks like a haunted house. Anyway, welcome to my house. My earliest memories basically start from here. Back then, this place was full of people living here. This is my grandparents' house. Now they live in a county town, so this place has been abandoned as well. Most of the houses here are empty now, and the ones still living here are almost elderly. Most of the people have moved to the small county town we mentioned earlier, or even further away, where there are more convenient lifestyles and job opportunities. The older generation doesn't want to leave the place they've lived their whole lives, so they stay here. It's only during the new year that the younger generation comes back to visit and spend time with them. It's kind of a snapshot of this era, isn't it? This house was the first one my grandpa moved into when he brought his kids from the deep mountains to this small town. It's on a hill behind the town, and from here you can see the tall mountains and the river. Back then, the mountains across the way felt so far away. I was born here, and I still remember how there was no electricity at night. My mom used to catch fireflies to use as light. Even though we were poor, those were happy times. After that, my mom and dad got divorced, and I didn't get to spend much time with them anymore. Alright, this is pretty much that the town looks like. Next, we're heading to an even more remote mountains area where my grandfather used to live. I have to say, at least the roads have improved. Back then, there were only small uneven dirt roads and no cars could drive in. We had to walk for hours every time to get here. So this is my grandfather's old home. He still has quite a few relatives living here. When I was a kid, they would often take me on these long, tiring journeys through mountains and rivers to get here. Now there's a cement road all the way to the front door, and it only takes about an hour by car to get here. It's really a lot more convenient. Too bad we hardly come here anymore. Yeah, that's it. Do you like this small village among the mountains? It's time to go home, so let's say goodbye to this peaceful little mountain village. Soon I will be finishing my vacation and returning to the big city for work. Thank you all for sticking with me this far. Do you enjoy following my journey from China's most developed, convenient megacities to such a remote and quiet village? Sorry if my filming skills aren't very polished yet. Most of the time, I'm too shy to even take the camera out, let alone talk to it. Anyway, I will be updating a few more New Year vlogs, so if you're interested, make sure to subscribe. I really appreciate it. So see you next time.